Hello guys, my name is Larry and welcome to my YouTube channel. Let me start off with saying that it's been a while since I've made a video on YouTube and I'll give you the reason why. I had the COVID back in January and we was building sawmills and a couple of other things, had other projects going, but the COVID kind of shut me down and we're just now bouncing back, getting back on our feet. The other question you're probably going to have is, why do I have a Band-Aid on my finger? Well, I was working on an old homemade wind generator and got too close to the blade on it. So yeah, that cost me a little hospital visit. But anyhow, topic today is going to be electrical wire and connectors. So I've got a couple of different styles here. I don't have all of them that are out there on the market, but I can tell you these are the ones I've been using and I will continue to use. And I'll tell you at the end of the video which one I think is the best out of all of them that I'm showing you today. Now the green ones are going to be for ground, of course. The red and yellow and the quick connectors you can use just about anywhere. So let's start off with the type of wire connectors that you see up here at the top. These are ideal. These are ideal. Now there's a different style here between these three. This one and these two are the same. This is different. I'm not sure of the brand of that one. Maybe it's the same, just a little older model or a newer model. These are what they call the reusable Wago 222 electrical connectors. Now I don't think that these are original or OEM. I think these are aftermarket, made in China, because I bought these online for I think it was a 60 pack of them for $15.50, and they're great for, you know, the everyday normal projects. But let me explain a little more in detail. If I were to be using or building a home and I didn't have easy access to work in an area such as having a roof sheetrock or something like that, I would definitely go back with what's been proven on the market for many, many years. And that is, of course, the ideal. These right here. You just can't beat these guys. I mean, I've done tests on wiring, in walls, on the table, everywhere. You just can't beat them. I don't care what you say about anything else or what anybody comments in the sections below. That ideally, these are a little more controversial to use, take a little more time. However, they are a way better connector. And to give you a little shot of that, here's what they look like in a box. Ideal. Wire twist, wing twist wire connectors. I think these things have been on the market for well over 30, 40 years. And if there wasn't a good connector, they sure would not be in the stores today. Now, I'm going to go a little further because people ask me, well, why do you have this here? I know there's a lot of you guys who go see the video and know exactly what this is. This is a wire and a ground terminal connector. Now, I'm going to try to get you a shot of that, but I know my camera's been giving me some issues. As you see, you can see a hollowed all the way through there where you stick a wire out the top. There you go. Now, you won't see that on your standard connectors. I like the design that Ideal has on the inside. Man, it really grabs the wires if you put them in there properly, and you just won't get them apart. Well, anyhow, back to this ground wire. Say, for instance, you have three or four of these wires here that you're trying to put on one ground. You see how I did that? You take the two wires, you twist them together with a pair of pliers, run this nut over the top of this, slide it down there, and you just twist this thing around and around and around and around until it's really tight. And you won't get it out. It just won't come loose. So there's your solution to running more ground wires to one ground connection. That's what the green ones are for. Again, I know there's a bunch of you professionals out there that know all about this, but there's a few guys out there in the backwoods, such as myself years ago, didn't know this, and this might help a few of you. So we'll put that out of the way. We'll put the Ideal out of the way for right now. Now we're getting to the Wagos, which are these right here. And I'm sorry, the picture may not be perfect, but I don't have really good light in this office. I'm trying to get that fixed too. Hopefully y'all guys hit the like and subscribe button, or maybe I can make a buck or two on this video. Today I'm going to have the 2, the 3, and the 5, as you see here. How these things work is just like this. You pick up one of these little slots here, just like so. And it is kind of hard. You flip it up, and you take your wire, and you slide it right inside there. Now these will work with stranded wire or solid copper. I'm using solid copper today. And then you mash this thing down right. My finger's going to get away, but here we go. It's tight. It won't come out of there. No matter how hard I pull, it locks in. However, there is a deficiency or a part of this connector that I just don't like. If you look at that, you see it's very easy to move side to side. So that's telling me the contact surface of the top and the bottom is the only thing gripping this. There's not much gripping it side to side. Now, if they would have had a round hole in there, maybe it'd been a little different. Or the way the inside is going to be designed, and I'll show you that in a minute, would be a little more different. Then I would have had to give this a scale on a scale of 0 to 10, 7.5 or 8. But that right there scares me just a little bit. Now, a true Wago 222 may not do that. But again, this is not a true Wago. This is probably some Chinese version. And it's good for 250 volts or 32 amps. So you can reuse these. As like I said, let's see if I can get my finger up underneath there. You pop that lever up, just like you see there, and the wire comes right out. So these are great for your everyday project that you're going to be wiring and unhooking and wiring and unhooking and wiring and unhooking. Like great for testing machines or something like that. But for permanent fixtures that you may have to access later, I just don't think I would go this route. This is your 5. It operates the same way. Lever up. Just like that. The wire comes out. And if you're installing these, make sure that that wire, whoa, here we go. Old clumsy me with that old bad finger. To tell you the truth, the wife beat me. That's what it was. The wife hit me and beat me. Nah, just joking. You really want to strip that wire back to where it goes as far back in that terminal block as possible. If not, you have to try to push it in there. See, like that right there. That's not deep enough where it can grab 100%. For the purpose of video, we just did it like that. Now this one here, I did so. I ran it all the way back. Actually, stripped some insulation further back for the purpose of the video. See, it's a little harder to get out, and it's almost all the way to the back. Shove it in as far as you can go, mash that lever down, and it locks. Again, though, see all the play going left to right. Okay, now let's get to this point. Let's get these out of the way. Let's put this over here. I've actually taken one of these and broken it apart. This is the base. This is the middle piece. And this is the cover, of course. Pretty self-explanatory. Now, this piece sits in here just like so. Now I'm going to dump it back out, and I'm going to take a pair of needle nose pliers here, and I'm going to show you. Okay, I'm going to try to get this where it's not blurry. This is the top of it. This is the bottom of it. This is the piece that whenever you mash the little red lever down on top, it's going to clamp into the wire. And if you see the shape of that, it gives you a better view, hopefully. You can see it on the camera. And I'm going to flip it around and get it with my old dirty finger. Show you the other end. All right. Again, we're going to put this back in here just like it's supposed to be, which is this piece on the bottom down here is down. That'll clamp up against the wire. Put that inside that block like so. Well, not like that. We're going to get there. Just give me a moment. We're going to get there. Now then, this piece slides on top like so. It locks into place there. And what you'll find is that this lever, let me get it turned around the right way. My fingers are going to be in the way. It's going to be inside here. And when you pick this up, it's going to mash down on this piece here, which in return locks down on the wire inside there. So there's not really a lot of contact surface. Basically what you're going to see is, let me see if I can get this back around where it's easier to see. It's got a little slot right here, a little V slot. Hope you can see that. I'm going to try to pick it up a little bit, not lose focus. And this wire, I'm going to put it in this way, is going to contact there. Pressure applied to the top of this will go down and squeeze that wire back into the bottom of the case. So I hope I explained that where you can understand it. If not, leave me some comments below and I'll make another video. But guys, out of every bit of this junk you see up here, if I'm doing a job, it's a professional job that needs to be with longevity and life that I need to really be concerned about, I would not hesitate for one moment to go back to what's been on the market for many, many years. The Ideal wing twist wire connector. Now these work, I think 18 gauge, 12 gauge, 14 gauge. They work with stranded wire. They work with solid copper wire. Actually, the Ideal part number I got here is a 30-5152JR. Now they make different sizes with different wires. But guys, that's my explanation of the Wago-222, the Ideal, and the ground that a lot of people don't know about. Well, I hope I shared some information that's valuable to you, and I hope that you extend a courtesy to myself, here to Larry on YouTube, to hit the like, subscribe button. I know I'm just a slow old fart and y'all want them fast speaking people, but I'm 60-something years old. I don't speak that fast anymore. So again, hit the like, subscribe button. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. I try to respond within 24 to 48 hours. I'm not a master at this. I'm not a pro at this. It's just some of the stuff that I've learned in my many years being on this earth. And I hope that I've got a few more left to share a few more videos. Stay tuned for future videos. We got some out there that's going to be coming out back on our sawmill, Godzilla build. We're building a wind generator, and we're actually working on some solar panel work. But we'll get those out. Stay tuned. Subscribe to our videos. Thanks for watching.